Hey y'all. Man, I just woke up from a nap and something was like, who lied? So here I am. Plus I woke up from a crazy dream. It wasn't really crazy, it was actually a good dream. And God just said, get up on here and talk to somebody. Somebody might need to hear something about my dream. Can you hear me? Oh, so anyway. So the message, the download that came in, God said, pay attention to your dreams. That's what I picked up from having a dream and waking up and then having this urge to come on here. He just wanted me to tell y'all, pay attention to your dreams. Look up what the history of dreams is about, what's really going on in your head when it happens. Because the world wants you to think dreams is just some random thing that's just like whatever. It ain't nothing. No. When you go to sleep, your conscious mind shut down, or anything in your subconscious, some question, something you've been lingering on, something you've been trying to understand, something you need to know, it'll come out of the subconscious or your unconscious. It'll come out through the dream state and give you some clues or something. For something you're dealing with, something you want to do, some decision you got to make, whatever. And so God just told me to get on here and say that. Pay attention to your dreams. And stop, just, like it's nothing. No, don't nothing happen for no reason. As far as I'm concerned, anything that happened with your physical body or while you're going through life, it's something meaningful that's behind that, whether it's on a small scale or a bigger scale. So just stop. What's that word? It's a word they use. Stop just, like pushing stuff off. Like your stuff don't matter. Stop doing that. Stop minimizing your experiences like that. That's what they want you to do, so you can stay stupid. Anyway, here go the other thing I was gonna say. He was like, what else he was sharing with me? Because that dream was so juicy. Pay attention to your dreams, and it was something else. Can't think of it right now. Anyway, how y'all doing? Hopefully y'all having a good weekend. And y'all being safe. And hold on, I gotta figure this out. I gotta sit down so I can think. Because y'all know I don't be popping up on here like that. So it's something. God must got to do something here. Let's see. What else did he tell me? Pay attention to your dreams. And it was something else. I can't remember. It'll come back. Anyway. So what's going on in the world? I haven't been watching no news. I haven't been doing none of that. Just been trying to keep myself mentally clear of all that stuff. Oh, this is what he told me. He told me this. He said, pay attention to your dreams. And then he said this. Look, so for anybody who on this little spiritual journey or trying to understand their self better or whatever this thing is, this is what he told me. Even if you don't call it that, because sometimes you don't have a terminology for what you're going through and for the reason that you might be staying to yourself a little more lately. This is what he told me to share with you. If you are feeling more sensitive energetically, just in general, where you want to stay to yourself, or just being around a lot of too much stuff, too much going on, like you can't handle that, you feel energetically sensitive, sometimes it make it drain you or whatever. He just told me to share with you that you're not crazy if you're feeling like that, one. So don't let nobody make you think, oh, you being all isolated and introverted, something must be wrong with you. Are you depressed? No, because what I'm realizing, and he just wanted me to share, is the more you heal and you start to kind of shift your perspective, your perception, have a lot more forgiveness about things you might have went through in the past and understanding and release a lot of that stuff from back there, you become more energetically sensitive to people, to places, to situations. You get overstimulated easily, but it's not in a weak way. It's just some kind of way you just become more sensitive energetically. Not sensitive meaning your feelings get hurt. No, I'm just talking about your spirit, your energy. You can't be around a whole lot of riffraff for a long time. big crowds and stuff, sometimes you can be around it, but you have to go back and somehow get back to yourself and recharge. That's the only thing you can do. And so I just wanted to share that. He put it on my heart. That don't mean you crazy. Some people be thinking when you go through these things like this, the awakening, spiritual awakening, or whatever you want to call it, have a higher perspective, and you start to shift the way you see things and how you move in life. Some people are quick to say you acting funny, you acting sedity, you think you all that. No, it don't be that. It be you be trying to protect your energy, because you be feeling it like, how is it I used to could do this or be hang out with this or partake in this, but now it's zapping me in my energy, or I'm feeling, or I can feel when somebody's sick. I can pick up on other people's energy. Somebody could be grieving and don't even tell me, but I can pick it up. Anything. He just said that's part of the spiritual journey. And the more you heal and release things from your past, and have forgiveness in your heart, and know that people be doing the best that they can, and sometimes they don't even know, like they say, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Some people be just unconscious. They be asleep. And so after you go through them forgiveness stages and just realize that's what be going on, it lightens you up. It lightens you up, but it makes you more energetically sensitive. It's almost like it makes you almost tap into like the collective energy. You can feel it. You can feel it. Like, as a matter of fact, the other day, no, that was this morning. I woke up from a dream, and I was like, I had to tell my niece about it. I woke up from a dream, and the dream was like, I envisioned her getting married. And then it did something. It brought something warm over my heart, and I shared it with her. I'm like, wow. And then it made me think about, I think part of the tearfulness came in because I thought, oh my God, somehow the world, sometimes, you be falling out with people in your family and friends and cousins, or you just be having spats. Like, the world wants you to stay upset with folks, and then you miss out on opportunities like having somebody to walk you down the aisle, and just building closer bonds with people in your family, or just friendships that's legit friendships, just stuff like that. It brought that to mind, and it just made me kind of sad, specifically when the dream about the marriage. And this wasn't, I don't think it was necessarily all pertaining to her, because I think what also looped back in the dream was like, a lot of people don't have that opportunity to have somebody walk them down the aisle. So if your people's still here, you got to figure out a way to squash beef. You got to figure out a way to do it. And that was just what he shared with me, because the next thing, you could be gone. Forget being gone tomorrow. You can be gone tonight. And so when you zoom out and think of like the trivial crap that we be holding on to, and be just making us not want to deal with folks and talk to folks, unless it's just absolutely just ridiculous. You got to know whatever be going on with your different relationships, people you meet, friends, family, whatever. People sometimes just be unaware. They just be unaware. It don't mean you got to let them treat you like shit and you be a doormat, but you got to just know what you be dealing with, and just let it go. You got to let it go. You got to figure out a way to do it, because it just, I'm learning this too. It just holds you in bondage. It literally do. It holds you in mental bondage, and it just sucks. When it had you pissed off, rightfully so. But then when you zoom out and think of like the larger aspect of life, it's like, damn, like your grandparents was here and they gone now. So then it's like, okay, so this, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to stop. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to just let it go, because life is just too short, and it's just too short. Anyway, so that was something I was thinking about earlier today. So any of y'all who got issues going on with people, figure out a way to heal that stuff. Heal that stuff, and like, if nothing else, deal with them with a long handled spoon, something. But some people be ignorant. They don't be knowing. It ain't that, and it ain't even necessarily their fault. Even if they do stupid stuff, they don't necessarily be knowing. It all go back to that programming and conditioning. And so sometimes you don't even be conscious of what the hell be going on, and that's why you do and act, and why the relationships be strained. You don't be knowing, but you got to figure out a way to just become aware of that, and then just let it go. Not get a person to pass. It ain't giving a person to pass either. It ain't even that. Well, figure out a way to just coexist, because the next thing you know, the person can be gone and dead, and it's just shitty. And I'm talking from experience. I think what made me sad about it, because I thought like, holy shit, my daddy ain't here. Who the hell gonna walk me down the aisle? I was thinking about that. I was like, damn, what the hell? Oh my God. Hey, whoever that is, GT News, nice to see you. But yeah, man, life is so short, but it's so great. And I was even reflecting on that too. Like, man, it's people in the grave who would love to have your life and be alive and live in your body and take all your problems on. Just to have an opportunity to just be in a body and be down here and just have some more experience down here on earth in the body, you know. So it's just like, just be grateful and just know you're down here. This is a school, earth school, and try to figure out a way to enjoy the journey, like they say, and don't be taking stuff so serious. Like, you take life serious. Yes, you don't want to die. You can't be playing in traffic, but it's like you got to figure out a way to zoom out and to know that a lot of the stuff you be going through, man, I realize this too. It be feeling like a personal attack or a personal, you know, no. But what it be is whatever's ensnaring you and got you choked up or yoked up and can't figure something out. It's something that's probably been plaguing your bloodline for years. It didn't start with you, but maybe it's supposed to end with you. So just figure out a way to zoom out. Stop looking at stuff like it's a personal attack. Figure out a way to heal your perspective, because if you until you heal your perspective, you ain't gonna be able to see it clearly enough to resolve it anyway. So why not? So why not go be in solitude and try to figure out, okay, so what am I supposed to learn? What am I supposed to see about this? Sorry if I ain't holding this thing exactly straight, but anyway, that's what he wanted me to say. The two main things, y'all, because I don't want to be rambling, and I did just wake up, so I'm kind of still in a sleepy part. But he said, pay attention to your dreams, because sometimes your dreams are trying to share with you something you need to understand that your conscious mind won't allow you to understand. Because your conscious mind is powerful, but sometimes what you really be needing to know be dwelling in your subconscious, and the only way it can come to the surface for you to understand it or understand it is for you to go take a nap and have a mental reset and shut that monkey mind up. So he said, pay attention to your dreams. And in fact, I used to never did, but I got a little dream journal. I don't journal in it, but I asked God to let me at least remember them. So most of the few dreams I have from time to time, if they're important enough, he'll allow me to remember them without even having to journal them. And I can just recall, I just can remember it for a long time and just reflect on it and see, well, what was that trying to make me understand? What was that trying to make me see? So he said, pay attention to your dreams. And then the other thing was, if you on your spiritual journey, healing journey, or whatever term you give to it, and you find yourself wanting to spend more time alone and stuff, that don't mean you're crazy. You're not crazy. You're not necessarily depressed. You just be trying to recharge your energy. And sometimes that's what it takes. You have to recharge your energy, and you're more sensitive than before because you're healing. Somehow, I don't know what that's about, but it just makes you more sensitive. And you can feel the human conditioning and the suffering. You feel it, because at the end of the day, I feel like our consciousness is piped into one main consciousness source, right? So even though we all in the individual bodies, we're all still energetically plugged into one source. So collective consciousness, that's the real thing. And the more you heal, the more you be piped into that sometimes, and you pick up on the energy, to pick up on the suffering, the collective grief. Like, in fact, I feel like there's some collectively, some collective grief I picked up on even like last week, and it had me just randomly sad and tearful, like I was grieving the loss of something. And then I had to reflect on that, like, damn, what the hell? I'm sitting here watching Albert Hitchcock. What is this? Why am I feeling like this? And then after I reflected on it, I realized it was me, some kind of way I had this overwhelming feeling of just sorrow and grief. And I said, this must be some collective energy that's been experienced, because it ain't me. I'm enjoying this black and white show. And that's just part of the healing. As you heal, the more you heal, you become energetically sensitive, and you pick up on stuff like that. Literally, the collective, whatever the collective energy that's the most dominant, you can pick up on it. And so you pick up on grief, you pick up on fear, you pick up on anything, good stuff too. But and I had to reflect on that. I was like, damn, what is collective grief? Why am I feeling the grief like this? And then it just put to mind how, like, collectively, I think a lot of people are going through these mental shifts on these healing journeys and trying to understand who they really are, who they are. Why am I here? What's my purpose? What's the purpose of life? What am I supposed to be down here doing? Stuff like that. Why am I, should I change this career or not? Just these big, heavy decisions, and that life is asking a lot of us to shift out of, and you be at a crossroads. That creates a collective grief. Like, grief is not just dealing with people who die and pass away. Some kind of way, whatever's happening in the world, it's got us going through collective grief, meaning life is asking more of us, asking us to shift, asking us to wake up, to grow, to evolve. And so that creates a death, because that means that's death of the old you. So that's the collective grief I piped into that had me randomly tearful as I was watching Albert Hitchcock. But yeah, just that. He said, so just pay attention to your dreams, y'all, and just know, if you become a little more energetically sensitive, emotionally sensitive, psychically sensitive, whatever you want to call this, because you're healing. And the more you heal, you're able to be more empathetic and compassionate. You can feel things from other people's perspective. Even if they don't share a lot with you, you sense it, you pick up on it. So that's the gag. I've been wanting to use that word for a minute. Anyway, I love y'all. And y'all just have a good night. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And what Oprah say? Stevie Wonder say, check you later. Check you later. Bye.